Welcome. My name is Harriet Russell. My yoga nickname is Bhumi, Bhumi. Be healthy under my instruction. I am so looking forward to guiding you in some yoga today for your health of body and mind. I would like to just preface, if you're a newcomer, that yoga is for anyone of any background, any body type, any spiritual orientation. It is not a religion. It is a science of personal development. If you're new to yoga, I suggest that you take your time to breathe deeply. And also, you may exit the poses sooner than when I instruct. Yoga is not to force yourself into anything, but to allow yourself to experience the joy of body movement and mind concentration. If you're an advanced student and a well-experienced practitioner, please feel free to hold the poses longer and to do any of the advanced variations that you're comfortable with. I have a greeting for you today. Just place your hands in front of your heart. Jai Bhagwan. Can you repeat that together? Jai Bhagwan. This may be unusual for you. You might have heard the word namaste, or you're not really used to bowing and placing your hands in this position, and that's fine. This greeting means victory to the light. It is honoring the highest in each person. It is a well-known hello and goodbye in many parts of India, where yoga originated from 5,000 years ago. So let's move into the first phase of our yoga class, which is centering ourselves. Centering means to just allow yourself to relax in any comfortable seated position. You do not need to be cross-legged. And just close your eyes for a moment. Close your eyes and allow yourself to just sink into your belly. That means to start to breathe into the belly and allow your mind to focus on the movement of your torso. Breathing in and breathing out. Allow yourself to be aware of the sounds around you and watch them as a witness. Watching them without allowing them to disturb you. Each time your mind wanders, just come back to focusing on the breath. Feel your torso expand and contract. Feel the breath move through your nose. Focus brings relaxation. Allow yourself to focus without thinking too hard. Relax your forehead. Relax your jaw. Feel the breath move in and out of the nostrils. We'll continue with a body scan, helping you to focus on the body. Relax the shoulders, the arms, the forearms, and the hands. Relax your chest, but sit tall and open your heart. Relax your back, the hips, the thighs, knees, calves, and feet. Relax each toe. Feel free to adjust your position to be comfortable. You do not have to sit cross-legged. Now ask yourself in your mind, what is my intention for today? An intention is a positive statement in the present tense. For example, I embrace my life as it is. I am a loving person, and I care for my body, my mind, and my heart. Whatever your intention is, breathe deeply into it, and then exhale. Now gradually bring your hands back to your heart. And gradually open your eyes. Jai Bhagwan. I hope you feel a bit more centered at this moment. We'll begin with some warm-ups, then we'll go into traditional yoga poses. In the end, we'll have a very nice long relaxation. Practice your yoga with your heart open and don't get too serious about it. Yoga brings joy because we feel balance between the body, the mind, which come together in a body-mind experience and create this wellness that we're all seeking, especially at this time. So now go ahead and take your cushion and put it aside so you're sitting flat on the ground. We'll start with some seated warm-ups. Bring your feet onto the ground with your knees up towards the ceiling and widen your stance. You can support yourself with your hands. Feel free now to have them wide enough so that you can rock from side to side. As you get used to this rocking, you're not only massaging yourself, but you're also starting to create a rhythm. And you'll notice you can lift up one arm at a time. Breathing is very important in yoga. Breathing helps strengthen the immune system and clear the lungs for great respiration. As you go side to side, now let's do a warm-up breath through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose and exhaling through the mouth as you extend your arm. And now go ahead and lift up. This warming breath warms up the body. If this is too fast for you, just do it more slowly. And on this last time, let's hold. You can even throw your head back and create a little bit of an arch. And come back down. Excellent. Place your feet in front of you and just paddle boat your feet. Warming up the joints in the beginning of a yoga class helps us to benefit more greatly from the poses. So twirl your feet around and then around the other direction. We'll take the hands and twirl them. Get the wrists going. Flap your wings. Drop your jaw. Great. And then a little bit of twisting. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. In. You want to do gentle twists at first before moving into the actual twisting poses. A little bit of warm-up with Doin Korean massage. Take your hands and tap the outsides of your legs. Into the back and down the insides. Out the upside and down. Good, and do it on your arms. Turning the inside and up the other side and down. And shake out your hands, shake out your head. Let the energy start to flow. Become aware in these pausing moments if you notice any tingling or vibration or increased heat. Then you know your body's warming up. Let's take the feet, because we'll be doing some standing poses. And just tap your foot. You can massage it and twist it, pull your toes. Even grab your ankle and shake that out and drop your jaw. When you drop your jaw, you avoid holding tension in the shoulders. This might seem strange, but doesn't it feel great? Go ahead and try the other side. Tap, 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 tap. Massaging, twisting, shaking, and drop the jaw. And now notice. Take a moment to close your eyes a minute and feel any vibratory impact. Gradually open your eyes. This is your energy beginning to flow. Come into a table position with the heel of your hand below your shoulders and your knees below your hips. When you move, drop your belly, lift the tailbone, and look up, creating an arch. And then exhale and round, creating a reverse arch. Now add the breath. Breathe in, dog tilt, and breathe out, cat tilt. Dog and cat. Continue this a few more times on your own. And now begin to twist. Bring your hip towards your shoulder. Don't bend your elbows. And look over your shoulder. Come back and go to the other side. And go back and forth sideways. Twisting at the waist. Avoid flopping your legs as you do it. Keep your thighs stationary as you twist side to side. Our next movement is bringing the arm up for a twist. Breathe in, and then just place your elbow down to the ground under your shoulder and look up over the left. Come back, bring your left arm up, and then bring that elbow under your shoulder and look over the other one. Good. We'll do this again, and if you're able to come all the way to your shoulder, you can come all the way down to your shoulder. And then come to the other side, all the way down to your shoulder. And it becomes easier if you step your foot out to the side. Then you get a real twist. But remember, you can always go back to the simplest version. 6 movements of the spine. Up and down, side to side, and twisting. Great. Continue a little bit on your own. And now, sit back onto your heels. Anchoring at one end will allow you to extend at the other end. So anchor your hips back, even if you need to be a little bit up in the air. And extend your hands as far as you can. And then drop downwards. Continue to stretch forward. And then walk your hands out to the right side, remembering to keep your hips back. Stretch to the side and breathe. Come back to center. Anchor again, your hips back, and walk your fingers forward. Hear my breath and hear your own. Walk your hands over to the left and stretch out even further. Now anchoring your hips back and placing your hands forward, spread your fingers. As you spread your fingers on the mat, come up to your hands, but don't move your hands back. Curl your toes under and lift your hips up and drop your chest through for downward facing dog. You don't want to be in a push-up like this or halfway. Drop it all the way through, even if you need to bend your knees, so that from your hips to your fingers are like one long ski slope. Now begin to walk your feet towards your hands and your hands towards your feet. And let your arms hang. Let your head hang. If you have unmedicated high blood pressure, just place your hands on your legs and look upwards instead of lowering your head. Otherwise, hang loosely. And as we roll up the spine, do not tighten your shoulders and put your hands sliding up. Let your arms be loose like empty coat sleeves. Bend your knees and roll up your spine, vertebra by vertebra. Coming to standing and allowing yourself to just feel. Take a few deep breaths. And relax. Take a moment, just shake everything out. You might even do a little jog. You could do a jog in a circle on your mat. You can go the other way too. You can even bounce up and down. Light bouncing, bend your knees. Or you might just prefer to do a little slower motion. That's it. Great. Now let's breathe in deeply and continue our warm-ups in this way with pranayama, breathing. Inhale up, reach towards the heavens, exhale down. Breathing in through the nose, and now exhaling through the center. Inhale up, exhale. Breathe in and release. Now breathe in, keep the legs straight. Feel the grounding in your feet. And then bring your hand right here to the side of the hip, not at the waist, down where the thigh meets the torso. And inhale your arm up, and exhale, reach over. Tighten your abdominals to protect your lower back. As you come back, maximize the stretch, and exhale down. Breathe in the other side. Exhale, reach. Inhale up. Exhale down. Breath and movement. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now do the breathing just through your nose. It quiets the mind, and we're already warmed up enough. Just a couple more here. And last one. Tighten the abdominals when you release. Now let's look at how we increase a stretch. Breathe in, exhale over, and hold. For all the poses, this is a way that you can do this. Breathe in while you're holding, and exhale as you reach further. Very good. Now tighten the abdominals, inhale up, exhale down. And we'll do that on the other side. Breathe in, Exhale, reach. Inhale while you're holding. Exhale, reach a little further. Breathe in, tighten the abdominals, and relax. Just stand for a moment with your feet parallel, hip width apart, and your hands at your sides in mountain pose. And just notice how you're feeling right now. Breathe and feel. Acknowledge your feet connecting to the earth. Strong like a mountain, able to weather whatever changes are unexpected in your life. Able to stay grounded in the midst of unforeseen change. Breathe. And for tall mountain, breathe in and allow your arms to be parallel. Drop your shoulders down and then lift your arms up without shrugging and tightening your neck. Keep them dropped. Reach your arms up. Extend your fingers. Breathe. If your arms are out here, that's fine. Try to get them as close as you can to your ears. Hold, pull them back, but avoid arching. Stay tall like the mountain. Draw your navel inwards. Zip up your abdomen and reach. And now, bring your hands together. Interlace your fingers. Extend your index fingers and squeeze even more. Wiggle out of your waist. You might want to get your feet touching or keep them apart. Inhale for a half moon and exhale to your right. Now as you hold the pose, keep breathing. Remember, you can come out at any time and you can hold it longer if you prefer. Tighten the abdominals, inhale up, half moon to the other side. Breathe. Tighten the abdominals, inhale up, and exhale, release. And when you release, widen your stance. Allow yourself to feel the effects of each pose. Can you feel your heartbeat? Can you feel more heat in your body? Standing poses bring more heat. So we're going to continue creating heat in the body. Breathe in now. Bring your arms up and bring your right foot forward and your left foot back. Bend into your right knee and look upwards, straightening your elbows. Keep holding for a moment, keep breathing deeply, and I'll change positions so you can see me better. Notice the back leg is straight and the knee, the front knee is over the ankle. Sink into your hips. Then exhale and come back to stand. And again, feel the effects of the Warrior One pose. If you're feeling a little bit ungrounded, a little bit scattered, and you can't close your eyes and just meditate, then try these standing poses. Warrior One we just did. Now let's move into Warrior Two. They're very grounding. Walk, step, or jump apart on your mat. Turn your right foot out and your left foot in. Allow the heel of the right foot to intersect the arch of the left. Stretch across your chest, strengthening the lungs and the immune system. Reaching out. Now bend your right knee and make sure you don't go past your ankle. Bend your right knee. You can move this out if you want to sink further. And then just turn your head to the right. Focus on the thumb and breathe. Stretch through your fingers, opening the heart. And then drop your wrist towards your thigh. And don't let this hip stick out. Just slide your hand up and over. And then if you want to drop a little lower, you can, but don't unbend the knee and cock your hip up. Reach. And then roll your belly, your chest, and your head to look upwards. Look right here at the upper arm. Lateral angle. Tighten your abdominals, inhale up. Turn your feet to the other side. And if you need to take a break, go ahead and do that. As you're turning your feet to the other side, bring your left foot out and your right foot in. Bend your knee. Drop into your hips. Really sink down. Edge your foot forward if you need to. Keep the knee over the ankle and turn your head to look past your left hand. Reach out your fingers. Breathe deeply. If you're a beginner, you may need to release sooner. Remember, if you're an advanced student, you can hold even longer. And then drop the wrist and the forearm. Slide the other hand up, reaching upwards into lateral angle. Now, when you have the position, you can adjust and then roll your belly, your chest, and your head and let your right eye look through the underarm. Don't cock your head and look up at your hand. Keep your arm by your ear. Tighten the abdominals, inhale up. And then widen your feet, facing forward, and allow yourself to relax your arms. Place your hands on your hips with your thumbs behind. Right here, not out here, not up here. Down here at the sacroiliac joint, the SI joint points, and press into there. Now notice something. When you move forward and back, can you feel your joint moving underneath your fingers? This is an important point for when you exit the pose. We want the hands here to protect the lower back and to keep the buttocks flesh extended so it doesn't crunch. So inhale your arms out. Gently, let them be loose. And exhale, forward, feet are parallel. And calm down. Stay down and notice where your hands are. As you relax into the pose, your hands might slide a little further. You may wish to put them in front of you, into fingertips on the ground, stimulating each of the energy meridians in your hands. Keep your arms straight and inhale and look up, stretching the upper back. And then exhale down. Do this a couple times. Up and down, up and down. Now you can keep your hands on your ankles or your shins, or you can put them underneath the outsides of your feet and bend the elbows outwards. You can also put your hands between your legs. Whatever position works for you, let the weight of your feet be at the balls of the feet. Do not sink back into your heels. And now coming out of the pose, bend your knees. And for beginners, place your hands on each thigh. And you can come up. Or come forward again and place your hands on your back, like I showed you before, pressing into that area and coming upwards. Breathe. Bring your feet back together and feel the effects of these standing poses. Notice how you feel. Do you feel more grounded, more solid into the earth? When you're grounded, your mind gets clearer because your focus is there. Focus brings relaxation. So let's look at focusing on balancing. Balancing can be challenging. Either the mind's scattered or we just don't have that much balance sometimes. Don't worry about that. As in life, do the best that you can and laugh at the rest. Okay? So place your weight onto your right foot and allow your left foot to come to your ankle, turning the knee out. If you want to use a wall, just back up and use a wall. Some of you already know the tree pose, and you know that you can pull the flesh from the inner knee upwards to prevent the knee joint from collapsing, and place the foot above or below the knee. You might need to reach that foot to be able to get it into the inner thigh. And sometimes you might feel this slip, so turn your heel a little forward. Whoa, I'm falling over. Okay, go ahead and turn your foot a little bit. I'll put mine down lower today for you. And go ahead and bring your hands up into the air. You can even use your toes for balance at the bottom. Bring your arms up. You can keep them straight like this. Some trees are like this, and some trees are like this. And some trees are like this, but whatever you do, relax your shoulders. Good, breathe. Focus and feel. Now for a little challenge, if you want to do Warrior 3, the balancing stick, you'll bring your arms overhead and place your foot behind you, balancing into the balancing Warrior 3 pose. And then come back up when you need to. And exhale down. Whew. You might feel the increasing heat. If you ever feel stress in your shoulders, just go ahead. Roll your shoulders at any time. Do a little hula hooping, a little twist and shout, and then come to the other side. If you feel shortness of breath, just take a moment to breathe deeply in the standing mountain pose. Now place your weight on the other foot. This wobbling of the foot is actually increasing strength in the hip joint, in those tiny muscles there. So go ahead and wobble if you need to. Bring your foot up higher. And one variation some of you may be using is to have the foot crossed over. Whatever way works for you. Everybody is different and every body is different. So breathe into the tree. Straighten your elbows. And gaze ahead. Strong roots like the tree. Visualize roots coming out of your foot. And then extend into balancing stick pose or Warrior 3. Keep your hips squared. And then inhale up. And exhale down. Let's widen the stance and do a little swinging, side to side. Keep moving. Holding the poses increases the energy, but we don't want to be locked in the mind. So every once in a while, just swing side to side or do a little monkey. Roll your shoulders, and let's do another balancing pose. That was tree, balancing stick, also called Warrior 3. And now let's look at one more balancing pose. It's called the dancer. It's a little bit difficult to get the hand right, so I want everyone to pretend you're hitchhiking. Now, do not rotate your hand. Keep your hand out. Bring it closer to your body with the fingers pointing out, and then just go ahead and put your foot inside your hand. Notice that the eye of my elbow is outwards and the pointy part of my elbow is towards my spine. Keep the other leg straight. Bring your arm up. Don't lift your knee to the side. Keep everything parallel as you reach forward and lift the arm up and the foot up into the balancing dancer pose. That's it. Keep breathing. You're doing great. If you come out, just go back in again. Good job. Remember, this is a bowl pulling pose. It's actually a back bend. So reach up at both ends. And then come back. Take a breath, and then change sides. Hitchhike to the other side. Bend your elbow. Grab your ankle. Reach out in front. Square your hips. And now I'll show you what to do if you want to go into the pose against the wall. Just turn towards the wall and let your fingers climb up the wall. So you're able to lean into a wall. Walking your fingers up to get the arch. Facing the wall. And then come out. Again, relax and breathe. Can you feel your heartbeat? At any time, feel yourself sinking into the breath. Breathe in and breathe out. How do we feel this energy? There's a favorite pose, standing yoga mudra. Let's do that. Inhale your fingertips out, opening to the world, opening your heart, bringing your hands around, and then clasp your hands behind you and squeeze your shoulders. If your hands don't really reach each other comfortably, just hold your elbows. As you squeeze, allow your shoulders to drop down. Bring your knuckles towards the earth. Feel that nice stretch, and it's a great time to move your neck because your shoulders are dropped. You can do some neck rolls. Breathing into the right, back, around and down. And then reverse direction. Closing your eyes at any time to feel more deeply. Yoga creates an awareness of the body, which leads to an awareness of the mind, an awareness of our actions in everyday life. Keep squeezing. Now lift your heart open, and then you can bend your knees if you wish, or just straight legs. Exhale, leading with the heart. Exhaling down, letting the head come last, and bring your arms up off of your back. Unless you're clasping your elbows. Keep hanging forward. Keep breathing. Good job. Keep breathing. Squeeze those elbows. Let your head hang. Drop your head. That's it. Now go ahead and bend your knees and come up, but do not release your arms. Keep your arms together. Close your eyes. And then, when you're all the way up, let your hands release and feel them float and feel the energy. Now gradually bend your knees and gently, very slowly, tuck your chin. Arms are loose like wet noodles and roll down your spine, vertebra by vertebra, until you can come down into a squatting position. Goddess pose, we call it, because all of us have a divine within us. And just sitting squat back onto your heels. If not, you can put a little prop under your heels, or just hold on to the ground and let your heels be up. That's okay too. It's okay to have your heels off the ground. If you are able to bring your hands in, place your elbows out at the same time that your knees press in. If you do both actions as a counterforce, elbows out while knees press in, you'll notice it gives great relief to the lower back. Breathe. You can close your eyes at any time and just feel. Good. Some of you like doing the crow pose. In that case, you can bring your elbows down further and place your hands onto the ground. Lean forward onto your elbows. And for beginners, just lift up 1 foot at a time. Just see how it feels. For advanced students, remember, don't lift your hips up. Keep your hips and your head in the same plane. Great. And then come back down to lie onto your abdomen. Just rest with your hands at your sides. Bend your knees and rock your feet. Rock your feet from side to side. And then let your feet flop down. We'll move into Cobra pose, but first let's start with the Sphinx. In the Sphinx, your elbows are right underneath your shoulders. Press into your hip bones, press your elbows down, and then lift your chest up. And look upwards for a nice gentle back bend. And exhale down. For those of you that are more comfortable, you can have your hands out in front. Bring your forehead down. Brush your forehead, nose, and chin upwards. And then, with your arms straight, just pull your hands back, coming up as is comfortable for your body. Keep your elbows straight and never put your arms straight underneath your body like this, crunching your shoulders. If you're doing the upward dog as an alternative, make sure that the whole body lifts up. You can also have your elbows bent and do your cobra in this manner. Lean forward, exhale down. Turn your head to the side and allow your hands to relax at your sides. Backward bends help us to create a squeeze, a massage in the internal organs, the kidneys and adrenals, strengthening the immune system. So we'll do another back bend on the ground. You can either choose to do the full bow, where you grab both ankles, or the half bow, which I will be demonstrating for our beginners. Just grab one foot and reach the other arm out. You might even have to lean to the side to grab your foot, and that's fine. You can do a side bend too. This is great for pregnant women. And then press your foot back into your hand and lift your arm up, and lift the opposite leg. Breathing a few times, and then releasing. Now come to the other side. Grab the other leg. Good. Come onto your belly. Either leg, or you can grab both legs and come into the bow. Exhale when you need to. Then come upwards and sit back onto your heels, resting your hands at your sides, and come into child's pose. You can have your knees separated or together. If they're together, you're massaging internal organs. If they're separated, you can sink more fully. Don't worry about how far down you go. Relax your shoulders, relax your arms, and breathe. Tuck your chin and gently roll up your spine, vertebra by vertebra. Close your eyes and feel. Now extend your legs out in front. And sit tall. After the back bends, which create heat, we move into the cooling poses, forward bends and twists. There are many, many variations. Feel free to include your own. As a very basic beginner level of twist, you can just bring your right foot up and hold your knee. Sit tall. If you're comfortable, cross this foot over the other one with the toes pointing forwards and sit tall. Flex the extended foot with the ball joint out. Take your opposite hand around your knee. You can hold it with your hand or put it in the crook of your elbow. Extend your opposite arm, reach up, and then exhale, sweeping across the horizon, looking past your fingers. Follow your fingers with your eyes. And then place your hand behind your back on the ground. As you press your hand into the ground, lift up your spine. And then turn your belly, your chest, and your head to look over the opposite shoulder. Keep breathing. Now, to augment the stretch, remember, we breathe in, and then when you exhale, you twist a little further. Always twist or move on the exhalation. Now sit tall, using your hand as a prop. Sit tall, bring your arm up, sweep it back to center, and release. Now you can bring this knee down so that the foot is flat on the ground. Then inhale upwards and exhale and reach across, stretching the back and exhaling down. Dropping your head and relaxing into the head chin-to-knee pose. Some of you might be holding your foot, but keep the leg straight. Some of you can just hold on your shin. Notice the head is down, so you're moving internally into the pose. Keep breathing. Drop into the pose. And just as gently as the quieting mind calls for, keep your head down and lift your arms out by your ears and lift up your head and your arms together so your head remains between your arms as you exhale. Rest for a moment and then switch sides. So take the other leg up and over. I keep switching positions so you have better views of me. But if your eyes are closed once you go into the pose, you won't need to look at me anymore. Have your own experience. Sit tall, cross your opposite hand over. And you can also do the bent knee variation, where the other foot is underneath. Make sure this hip is dropped. Everyone has their own body and their own ability to do the pose. And then cross the arm over. Reach out. Sit tall. There's a little chuckle there as I tried to figure out which way to go for the camera. Here we are, sweeping across the horizon. Hand behind your back. Use it as a prop. Sit tall. Readjust your hand. Twisting. Belly, chest, and then head. Looking over your shoulder. Breathing in and exhaling and twisting even further. Sit tall, lift your back hand up. Gaze past your fingers. Keep your arm at shoulder height. Come back. Cross this leg over. Tighten up your knees. Let the foot rest on the ground. The knee drop. And then inhale up. And exhale inch by inch. Leading with the chest. Lead with the chest. And then exhale and lower your head. Breathe. Good. Keep breathing. That's it. And then reach out with your ears between your elbows. Reaching up. And exhaling down. Gently releasing the leg. Shaking out the legs. Shake out the thighs. Close your eyes and breathe. Sometimes you might feel your hamstrings are tight. In that case, you can always get a little prop, a blanket, underneath your hips. It'll lift up your hips a little bit and allow you to lean more easily forward. Forward bends are backward extensions. Back bends are forward extensions. Forward bends are backward extensions, which means as you flex your feet, you drop your thighs, you lift up your arms. Don't round your back. Lift tall and lead with the front. Forward bend, back extension. Reach the back, extend it, and then exhale down, holding your ankles, the outsides of your feet, and drop forward. Keep breathing as you relax your shoulders into this calming forward bend. Those of you that have increased flexibility, you can grab your wrist with one hand and put your feet right in that pocket. I'm not quite making it today, and that's fine. Be where you're at and be happy. Contentment, santosha. Be content with this moment. Now extend your arms over your legs, lifting up and out of the pose. Exhale your hands down, and then come and sit on your heels. Breathe. If you're not comfortable sitting on your heels, sit in any other comfortable way. Just notice the effects of the forward bends. Many of you finish your practice with a shoulder stand or a headstand, which are more advanced poses. What is the purpose of those poses? It's to stimulate the throat center and the crown chakra. the crown center. So we're going to do some modified poses that do that same thing. Instead of a shoulder stand today, which would require much more instruction, let's move into the bridge pose. So in the bridge pose, you lie on your back with your knees bent. And actually, this is the best position in case you ever have any back pain. You just rest like this. Make sure your feet are right underneath your knees. Draw them closer to the body so that you have some leverage. If your feet are out here, you can only get up so far. But if your feet are back underneath your knees, you can then come up higher. Roll your shoulders back and under, squeezing your shoulder blades underneath your body. You can do this by clasping your hands and rocking side to side, squeezing underneath, creating a lot of space. Then you press your feet down, your hips lift up. And where do your eyes go? Let your eyes go inwards towards your chest, lengthening the neck. Breathe. Keep pressing. Press your heels down, lift your hips up, squeeze, look inwards, and close your eyes. For those of you that want to do a one-leg variation, feel free to do your variations at this point. Your buttocks naturally squeezes when you lift. The action is press the heels down and the hips lift up. This stimulates your thyroid gland for all hormonal regulation and great stress management. Bringing the hormones in balance and calming ourselves in strenuous times. Release your hands, exhale down. Do not bring your knees into your chest right away. Let the nervous system relax for a moment. Take one breath. And then feel free to bring your knees up, one hand on each knee, and begin a little bit of circling. We'll do a little freestyle here. You can make your choices. You can circle. You might decide you want to draw one knee into the chest and pull. You might take both hands and pull underneath the knees, or on top of the shins, or just rock side to side. Get creative. You can even just shake your feet out, drop your jaw, and have a little bit of fun. Gently roll over to your right side and come up seated. For those of you that do your headstand freestyle and you have been well instructed in it, you can do your headstand now. But I'm going to teach you the quick headstand benefit without having the entire body inverted. Great for beginners, no props needed. When we do upside down poses, we are stimulating and different parts of the body, but we're also cleaning the lymphatic system. So one thing you can do is just put your legs up the wall. And you can get a nice relaxation in the legs, that lymphatic drainage. But focusing on the real benefit of the headstand, which is stimulating the crown chakra, the crown energy center, get those brains cleared out and those cobwebs gone, all you need to do is to bring your hands down and put the top of your head on the ground. This way you have control of how much pressure is on your head. And if you feel like doing a little more, you can bring your feet up Put a knee on an elbow for a tripod. You don't need to come all the way up to get great benefits. In the tripod, remember though, it's a tripod. Your head has to be in the apex of the triangle, and your elbow needs to be at a right angle. And now for the real yoga, the yoga that is beyond your thinking mind. After opening the body through warm-ups, grounding the energy through standing poses, anchoring into the earth, in balancing, twists and back bends for the adrenals and the kidneys and loosening the spine, and some inversions to just create lymphatic drainage and stimulating the entire body in another way. All of this is just so that you can come to a place where your energy is flowing freely and the life force energy within you will organically and naturally go wherever it needs to go to create healing in your body and healing in your mind. Beyond your thinking mind of doing it, now we're going to just allow our bodies and minds to go into a relaxation where we can attune to the universal energy and just trust and know that you will find balance. It's a lying down meditation. So now, go ahead and get your blanket out. And as you rest on your blanket, the first thing to do is make sure you're completely comfortable. One important thing to know as you lie down is that if your lower back hurts, you can just put a cushion under your knees. A little cushion under your knees. And that gives you a little bit of relief. If you don't need a cushion, just lie flat. Notice if my arms are trying to stay on the mat and that I'm squeezing my shoulders, and this is not relaxing. Allow your arms to go out to the sides, away from your body. Let your feet relax outwards. Make sure that your shoulders are not crunched up, they're relaxed. And remove any jewelry, wristwatches, eye watches. Remember to remove your eyeglasses. Any little bit of pressure on your face will create a slight agitation in the nervous system. You want to be completely relaxed. So take out any ponytails or any extra items that might be impinging upon your total relaxation. This experience is called yoga nidra. It's yoga sleep. In yoga nidra, we're not falling asleep like you would at nighttime, but rather going into a meditative position, lying down. You're relaxing the mind and allowing the body to melt into the earth. Make sure you're comfortable and do any last adjustments for your comfort. Breathe in and breathe out. Allow your palms to be facing upwards in a position of openness and receptivity. Cover yourself if you're feeling a little chilly. And now, do not move. Breathe into the belly, the lower lungs and the upper lungs, and exhale fully. Into the belly, the lower lungs and the upper lungs, and just let go. Breathing in and breathing out. We'll begin with the Shitali breath. Breathing in fully to the belly, the lower lungs and the upper lungs, and then exhaling through softly pursed lips, like you're blowing out a straw. Feel with each inhaling breath a replenishing of energy. Prana energy, it's called. And with each exhaling breath, allowing tensions and toxins to release. Breathing in joy and breathing out into relaxation. On each inhalation, take in fresh energy, and on each exhalation through softly pursed lips, drop into deeper relaxation. Continue the Shitali breath in through the nose and out through softly pursed lips, finding your own rhythm, your own pace. Stay alert, yet relaxed. Do not move, but do not fall asleep. And now breathe normally. Relaxed jaw, lips slightly parted. And move from thinking and doing to feeling and being. Allow yourself to feel the sensations of your body, the tingling, vibration, remaining areas of tension, numbness, heat or cold. Whatever your experience is, there is nothing wrong. There is no better. It is what it is. Create yourself a mindset of watching and observing without judgment, without analyzing, without trying to define or make it any different. This is called the witness, a key component of the yoga, nidra, deep relaxation. Watch like a witness. Observe without analyzing. As we move into a body scan, remember, focus brings relaxation. Focus and relax the crown of your head and your forehead. Let all the worries and tension of your mind and your forehead just relax. Relax your jaw. The right shoulder. The right elbow. The right wrist. Thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and little finger. Wrist, elbow, shoulder. Throat center. Heart center. Left shoulder, left elbow, left wrist. Thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and little finger. Wrist, elbow, shoulder. Just as you observe the sensations in your body, allow all external sounds to remain in the distance, observing without becoming distracted. Breathe and relax and open the heart center, the belly center, pubic bone, right hip, right knee, right ankle, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and little toe. Ankle, knee, hip, pubic bone, left hip, left knee, left ankle, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and little toe. Ankle, knee, hip, pubic bone, belly center, heart center, throat center, and up to the space between your eyebrows, the third eye center, the seat of your intuition and your connection to your own higher consciousness. Rest your attention there in the brow center. Breathe and feel. Each breath in, feeling the energy in your body. Each breath out, letting go of tensions and toxins, and melting into the embrace of Mother Earth beneath you. As I call out the following images, allow yourself to just watch the thoughts go by like clouds in the sky. This is not a time to react or become emotional. Just witness and watch. Pink flamingos on a Serengeti lake. Lions and lambs resting together. A golden spider web. A torrential rain. Snow-capped mountains. Sunset over the lake. An inverted red triangle. A six-pointed star. The symbol for Om. A phoenix rising out of the ashes. And now breathe and allow whatever passes into your field of consciousness to just drift by like clouds in the sky, watching like the witness, remaining relaxed and open. Just let go. With the witness and the third eye intention. Continue to breathe and feel yourself opening to the deepest levels of relaxation. At this time of relaxed mind and moving beyond the thinking mind, your intention can be even more powerful. In this deep relaxation, combining third eye, brow, witnessing, focus, and intention. You have the three pillars of a good foundation for yoga, nidra, relaxation. At this time, recall your intention. And if you're not sure if that is in your memory right now, you might just try the intention. I am at peace with myself and my life as it is. Focus now on that space between your eyebrows, the third eye. Your two eyes looking outwards are closed, and your third eye looking inwards is connecting to your highest intuition and internal wisdom. Without moving your arms, just bring your index finger and thumb of each hand together, creating a gesture, connecting your inner intention to a physical connection. And repeat your intention 3 times in your own mind's eye to yourself. And now allow the gesture of each hand to release, relaxing your fingers again. And know that your intention has been heard by the power of your thought. It is already manifesting in its own time, connecting to all the resources of the universe. When you do this gesture again in your waking state, your intention will come back to you. Continue to breathe and feel. And know that you are far more than your mind or your physical body. You are a radiant light of love in your truest essence. Take this knowing everywhere you go, to everyone you meet, and in everything you do. You are goodness, light, and love. Gradually now begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Very, very gently. Begin to stretch your body in any way that's comfortable. And bringing your knees towards your chest, roll over to your right side. And give yourself a daily hug. Take your time. So gently, as if you were awaking your own inner child. When you're ready, place your hands in front of your body on the floor and come up sideways to sit tall. Coming up in this manner protects the lower back that's been so relaxed during our yoga relaxation. Keep your eyes closed as you adjust yourself into this comfortable seated position. You may want to reach for your cushion, but it's not necessary. Breathe in and breathe out and feel with greater awareness how relaxed the body is, how quiet the mind is, how soft the breath is, and how open the heart is. And know that you can come back to this place time and time again. Sound, vibration opens our heart. If you'd like to join me or just listen in, we'll chant the sound of Om. If you're unfamiliar with Om, imagine Om being like Amen or Omeen. It's Om, a very natural sound for opening the heart. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Remain with your eyes closed. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti means peace. You now gradually rub your hands together. Bring them close to your heart and gradually open your eyes. For peace in your heart and for peace in the world. Jai Bhagwan. Thank you for joining today and taking care of your body, your mind, and your heart.